global Whisky Magazine has announced that Andy Watts, Distell Master Distiller, is being inducted into its Hall of Fame. The honour, I'm told, has been bestowed on just a handful of iconic people since its inception about 16 years ago. And all of this is as a permanent tribute to their lasting contribution to the whisky industry. Andy Watts, good afternoon to you. Welcome. Congratulations. A big honour, and I'm assuming you didn't celebrate this with a flute of champagne.
Yeah, hi Jeremy. Thanks for inviting me along. No, it was a quiet night Thursday. We celebrated a little bit over the weekend, but the Thursday evening was quite quiet. What
exactly does a distiller do? Explain to me.
Well, in my case, makes whiskey. I'm responsible for Distell's South African whiskey portfolio, both the liquid itself, the processes, the strategic vision for where we take our whiskies. And, I've been with the company now for 37 years. So yeah, it's been a lifetime involved with South African whiskey.
Are you one of those people that wake up every morning and look forward to going to the office?
What do they say? Somebody's got to do it, eh? Yeah, no, listen, there's worse places in the world to be than Wellington anyway. It's a beautiful place here in the Western Cape, and, the James Sedgwick Distillery, which has been the home of our South African whiskey since 1991, is just a tremendous place.
Andy,
there's nothing beats a good walk through the maturation stores to, take in the smell and the aromas of the angel share.
You beat me to it. I was about to use that word maturation, because the honour that's been bestowed on you also says something about the growth or the maturation of the South African whiskey industry, doesn't it?
Yeah, our whiskey industry in South Africa is very young. I mean, if you're talking Scotland and Ireland, you're talking over 500 years of tradition. Our industry dates back to 1977 when our first commercial whiskey, Three Ships, was launched. So it is a relatively young industry. I've been with it since 1984 when I joined the company. And, we've, in the beginning, we probably didn't have the techniques mastered like we do now, but we've learned from our mistakes, and our whiskies perform incredibly well on the international stage.
And you have won awards for it, but your big challenge, of course, is still to convince drinkers to move away from places like Scotland, surely.
It is, and it's actually the challenge I enjoy. I mean, I sit with an amazing team at the distillery, so making great whiskey is not that big a challenge anymore, and I mean that, really humbly. But the biggest challenge is, as you say, it's getting those people who drink with their eyes to look at alternatives, and that's the great thing about whiskey. It's incredibly subjective. There is not one whiskey for every occasion, and if you're only drinking one whiskey, you're actually doing yourself a disservice.
Andy Watts, congratulations, and I thank you. Distell Master Distiller, coming up.